I see zigzags. This has got really good results because it's barely touching the paper.
Okay, that's actually really low.
Definitely. Oh, there's some zigzags. Nice. Great, look at that. Finally effective. Seismograph. Yay! To maximize the vibration, I'm hanging the tray this time. It's just a bucket with I drilled 4 holes and then used, again, pipe cleaner because it's easy to attach and detach, and I can adjust it. If this side starts to dip, I can just tighten this to bring that in closer to level it out. And it really has a good vibration back and forth, which just looks fantastic on our seismograph paper. The same thing with the Amazon motor. Plastic tray, screwed it right on there, and then I'm hanging the tray from this frame. And I didn't mean for this to happen, but I kind of like how it tilts because I only have 1 screw there. So you can tighten it or loosen it as needed. Or I could just put a 2nd screw in there. I also, for this one, have pipe cleaner going through the paper, so I can switch that out when it runs out. And this is just an old piece of Tupperware. I cut a slot through here. I cut the top off so that the pen can hang down in there. And then I cut another slot over here, and I just screwed this piece down to the tray. And that's, again, holding the paper so that everything shakes. The paper shakes along with the tray. Only thing that does not shake is the marker with the weight. String to the cup to the front and then one to the back. So it's less likely to move forward and backward and more likely to move sideways. I put this in the top so I can adjust the height with the shims. The marker can still slide up and down, although it is really just resting down on there. It's not really stuck to the cup. It's just kind of resting on the paper. I put a popsicle stick here to hold the paper down. I also cut a slit in the back of the box for it to slide through there. I taped the box to the tray so that it shakes. Everything shakes, except for, ideally, the weight with the marker, which is going to stay in the middle. And we have vibrations. In the back, I just have 2 screws with a pipe cleaner running through the paper roll. That's so this can be undone to quickly change the paper roll when it runs out. Here you see the paper runs through the box, so it slides through pretty easily. $5 fan from Walmart. Put zip ties to attach the fan to the tray. This was easy just to bend back and forth to break off the blades. And I just punched a hole in where one of the blades would have been. And then I put some washers here. I was worried about the danger of it hitting someone, but the weights are heavy enough. And this rotates down, and it really doesn't spin fast enough to hurt. And even if it does hit you, it's just the round shape. There's no corners to poke anybody. Paper clip hook here, so it can quickly and easily be set up and then taken apart for the next class. So we're doing the same thing with this one. I've got it tied to the back of the cup, up and over, and then hooked on the other side. So it's less likely to move forward and backward and more likely to go sideways. Again, the marker's just hanging out the bottom. And there we have vibrations. To set it up, take the hook end, and I'm going to start on the far end of the shelf here, up and over. And then I want to line this up with the paper, so I need to figure out where here is the best spot. It looks like that's a little too far to the right, so I'm going to adjust that by moving this hook over to the left, and that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to add some marbles. How many marbles? I don't know. I'm going to have to try it and see which number of marbles combination works the best to make the vibrations. I'm going to test this at my table before I bring it over to table 11 to test the shake table. I want to make sure that it's set up correctly before I bring it over to table 11. Once I've tested it at the shake table, I can improve it by changing the number of marbles. Maybe more is better, maybe less, or maybe think of another way to hang the cup that would make it even better. To take it apart, the marker cap goes back on the marker. Unhook. Pour the marbles back in the bowl. Put the marker back in the cup. Just put that down in the cup like this.